Hello guys and welcome back to the STPL. We just saw game number one between NaS versus Media. Ended fairly quickly, which is par the core for a lot of Eonzerg's games, but he took GMC down surgically, I'd say, with a surgical strike of Lings there. And that's going to take us into game number two, which should be a fun TVP between Future and TerrOr. So looking forward to that.
Yeah. Two other fantastic streamers. You can watch both of them on Twitch. I think it's TerrOr Terran is TerrOr's stream, and then Future's stream is Future_SC on Twitch. So they both actually stream quite a bit, so yeah, you're getting your money's worth when you watch them. And now you get a chance to watch them in STPL.
You do indeed. Now, TerrOr has done an insane job for NaS this round. Last round as well, he went 6 for 1. This round, he's 3 for 1 already. He's 2 for 0 against Protoss, one of the better TVP players in the SCPL, I would say, unless you count someone like Mind, who's only ever played once.
But he did win his game when he played.
Yeah, he did. He won against Miso, though, so that's his egg. Either way, Future doing a very good job for Media as well. Realistically, he's statistically one of the weaker players on the Media roster at the moment, if you count their active ones. Obviously, the Godjayun, Gypsy, Machine, G5,
well,
who plays a little bit.
That's also because he actually plays for them, so
yeah,
he actually has more games, so more chances to lose if you want to look at it that way. But he is actually still a very good player.
Yeah, he's looking on par for what he got last round as well. 3 for 3 last round, 2 for 3 this round, obviously with a few more weeks that he has a chance to play as well. And he's going to be up against a strong TVPer here, but Future's PvT is nothing to be scoffed at, and we're going to be heading on to Plasma once again. Now, PvT on this map is very cool. We saw some really weird PvTs, we saw a really cool carrier game just now, so it's going to be cool to see how this is going to go once again as we get into game number 2, which is going to be Future fighting for Media against TerrOr fighting for NaS on Plasma. And starting us off here in the top left-hand position, we do have the purple Protoss with the alliteration power, fighting for Media. It's Future.
Right, and his opponent spawning as yellow, as the Terran player in the bottom left-hand corner. This is TerrOr. Of course, playing on the best internet connection in Peru. I always mess up what country he's from, but I think it's Peru,
definitely
right?
Peru, yeah.
Okay, all right. It's Peru, Chile. There's like some Argentina boys in there.
Bolivia.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're right.
Well,
South America.
What
a brood war country, man. I tell you.
Country.
I was actually having a conversation with some of the guys at Blizzard about this, about just like how cool it is that you get pockets of like esports communities in just like the strangest places around the world. You know, there's going to be like a really great Haitian Warcraft 3 team one of these days, and you're just going to be like, oh, I didn't expect that. Or like, you know, somebody from like, I don't know, Madagascar that comes out and they're just like, you know, the next badass StarCraft 2 player. And I'm just like, oh, well, you know, kind of. I mean, the current best StarCraft 2 player is Finnish, right? So I'm just like, well, I don't know. I would not have really expected that 10 years ago if you told me about that. But yeah, it's always cool to see TerrOr consistently one of the best performing non-Korean players, but we might not see him survive much longer.
Yeah, he's going 14cc against Proxy 2 Gate, unscouted as well. Future playing to the map strength. Now, one thing I was actually going to bring up quickly is I actually had an interesting discussion about the Continent and Pocket Brood War community thing when I was on ESL Champ or something. Draken's podcast, the StarCraft 2 one. Oh my god. This CC is just out of range of these gateways as well. These are really well placed by Future.
Are you kidding me? Like, what am I oh my goodness.
Yeah, a lot of the StarCraft 2 people could not believe that Brood War had a huge following in Peru and Poland. And genuinely, I think it ends up being the countries that have a large internet cafe following. That's where Brood War did the best. Like, you look at Korea, you look at Peru, Chile, look at, obviously, some places in Europe, but not as much as, like, I mean, Poland is just, like, the Korea outside of Korea, right? In terms of skill level and everything, so It's a cool time, but there's going to be 2 Zealots heading into this command center. There's still not a barracks up just yet. The ramp has not been blocked by SCVs. And this is not going to be good for our Peruvian powerhouse here, as he is going to be struggling here against all of these Zealots. Can he make it work?
So he's gonna try to kill the probe. Killing the probe is super, super important, and he does get the probe. So that's, you know, at least means that nothing else crazy can be built. But the Zealots still keep coming. He's actually taking down all the shields on this pylon powering the 2 gateways with just an STV. So if you can take that down, then, you know, like, there's victory in sight. He's got a good surround on the Zealot too, and you can repair. You should probably leave some STVs on minerals just so you can keep repairing them. Yeah, but he does have a Marine out, and so these Zealots are, like, there's no way he holds this, right? I mean, this is proxy 2-gate versus 14cc.
I think he's going to hold it, but he does need to try and start mining. And I mean, realistically, it wouldn't be too bad to actually cancel the command center now, just to keep himself alive. He needs minerals, and he's got 400 minerals just out there. There we go. Gets the 300 minerals back from cancelling. Another SCV going back in. The pylon is actually nearly dead. The Zealot's forced to go back now to actually deal with this. A Marine moving a little bit too far forward is going to be taken down. That's 50 minerals that TerrOr can't replace. But that SCV actually dodging its way back out through the neutral eggs in the mineral field. So that's really, really cool for TerrOr. Now TerrOr is safe back at home. What is Future's move?
No, the problem is he's gonna have Dragoons here in just a second, and Dragoons are just gonna, like, walk over him. Yeah, I think this is. I think it's still gonna be GG, but especially losing that Marine is pretty rough. So all you gotta do is continue to deny mining by running these Zealots back and forth and keep that high ground positioning. And then as soon as the first couple of Dragoons come up here, it's gonna be a rough one.
Yeah, it's not going to be looking good for him. Now, if he could have maybe got a bunker further forward, maybe that would have helped him. But he is going to have to give up these depots. He's not going to be able to save them. A second Dragoon is on the way. The pylon does survive. The Zealot does eventually kill the SCV. When these supply depots go down, TerrOr is not going to be able to build anything anymore. And that's not going to be good.
5 Marines in a dream. He's trying to target down the Dragoon, but the Zealots are just going to be way too much to deal with. He's going to have to micro against them. They can't really, because there's also Dragoons hitting them. To be fair, he also almost surrounded one of those Dragoons and took it out. So these SCVs are really putting in work. They are definitely working overtime. Unfortunately, he's not drilling down the ramp to surround the one on it. I mean, this is still really good job on the worker control. He's going to glitch out the Dragoon in the mineral line and kill it with SCVs. So this is, like, by far the most impressive hold in a complete build order counter that I've seen in just a long time.
He needs to repair this SCV though. If he can repair this SCV, maybe you're able to survive, but this is still not
there's mischance. Yeah, mischance. Low ground versus high ground is still good, but I mean, now there's 3 Dragoons, and this is just it.
There's a proxy factory though. I mean, there's no units back here to defend. Maybe he can kill all the probes, float away. He's gonna float. He's going to one of the middle islands, and if he goes through the minerals...
Oh wow, I forgot that these are islands. Oh my god. Oh my god. These are islands. Why didn't he do this initially? Like, this is... He's gotta save some SCVs though. Okay, so yeah, he actually does have...
Ramp. Oh, this Dragoon on the ramp is killing TerrOr's chances here. He needs to get up the ramp with a Vulture somehow, but he's not going to be able to get through. GG! And Future beats one of the strongest players in Peru, taking the win for North America. USA all the way for Future here as they take themselves up.
Man!
Oh, it's 1-1.
I mean, you could say that he beat him there, and it is true kicks. In the end, there's a W and an L, but, like... He proxy 2-gated a 14cc. Like, yeah, man.
The win's a win.
Yeah, big golf clap for you, my friend. Like, you're good at the Brood War game, sure. Whew, man. This is like if you're playing an FPS and you, like, crouch in a corner and point your gun at a doorway. Like, okay, you got him.
You did.
Ta-da! Show him what he's won, right? And the pinata opens and there's nothing inside. It's like, there you go. Your moral victory is yours, and no one can take that away from you.
The important thing is, though, at the end of the day, it's a team league. Every single game matters. This keeps the hopes alive for Media. And as we saw before with the way the standings are working, if Media can take down NaS here, That's going to change the situation of the group entirely. If NaS go undefeated, they are going to go out first in this group without any sense of doubt. But if Media can knock them down a peg, they have a chance of making it through. This is such an important series for them, and to bring it to 1-1, with Future getting a win over Terra, is bound to feel good for them.
Bound to.
Yeah.
We'll see. Maybe.
I like Teddy Bear Toss saying it takes balls to do this, by the way, so I fully support Future. I mean, if you think about
true.
it.
That is like when you get wrecked trying to do that, you're just like, you have to pack it up and go home and be the bad person, right? But if you win with it, then nobody can say anything. So it's the moral victory.
Yep, so we're going to be back with game number 3, which is going to be Jaeyoon versus Dragon in a PvZ on Coliseum after this.